And if you just see the trends of from 2017 to 2020, since these 3 years, the number of competition has increased by at least 4 to 5 times. So yes, to be able to be employable and to get a job, you need to have the skills that are still required in market.
For the past year at Inside IIM, we have been conducting one on one career coaching sessions as counsel, short domain specific courses as masterclasses, and university affiliated certificate programs. Now, we are extremely excited to announce that we have a new home for all these highly rated programs in altuni.in. So, if you are looking to earn a high salary, get a promotion, switch jobs, click on the link in the description or just visit altuni.in. Thank you, enjoy the video, and don't forget to press the bell icon to never miss an update. Cheers.
My name is Chayan and I'm properly from Delhi. And I completed my B.Tech from Bharti Vidyapeeth University in Pune. And I joined TCS as the campus placement in 2018. So recently, I gave an interview for ZS. So I'll be joining ZS as a data science associate in January. And currently, as a part of volunteering roles, I'm working with Omdena. So Omdena is a AI volunteering collaborative platform. So I'm working as a machine learning engineer on a voluntary basis there currently. When I was in college, I didn't know about data science or machine learning or and any of those terms. So I came to know about them by reading some news online that these terms exist. But what I came to know, I mean, hearing from people that it involves a lot of mathematics. So you need to be a mathematician, or you had to be have that great knowledge in mathematics. So I took up a course online, which is run by Andrew Ng, and the very first week had a lot of mathematics and equations into it, and I was just intimidated, like I cannot do this, so I just stopped it. But with time, I mean, there was a teacher, a trainer, and I mean, not in the campus but otherwise, so I attended his meetup. So he taught the basics of mathematics of machine learning. So the workshop was called Essential Mathematics for Machine Learning. So that got me really interested into it. I mean, he cleared the basic concepts like linear algebra and matrices and calculus and all those things. So that got me interested into it. And then I think the one tip I'll have for the beginners or the people who are still in college is that don't be intimidated by it. Just do the basics. So I mean, you don't need to be a mathematician or a genius to be a machine learning engineer. So just do the basics of mathematics, learn some coding, and do the basic stuff, and you'll be good. So I started with TCS in September 2018, and initially I wasn't having any projects. So I mean, you might know that people sit on bench for a couple of months and then they get into projects. So that was the free time that really got me, and I'm anxious that I cannot waste much time. So I need to learn something, and I was also had a bit of interest in data science and machine learning. So I started up learning Python and statistics from online courses. So that got me interested. And once my work started with TCS, I still made a plan that I need to spare at least 1 hour per day during the weekdays and at least 2 to 3 hours per day for during the weekend. So that got me rolling. So I started getting up the basic concepts, Python, SQL, and statistics. And then I found about offline course, a trainer whom I had attended my class while in college as well. So he was holding an offline course, a full offline course of data science. So I joined that course as well, which was on weekends. He used to teach us the machine learning concepts and every basic little knowledge of machine learning and data science. And then using the remaining time of my weekends to do some projects, write some blogs, and that's how I just not to waste any time and utilizing your time well, so that while you are working, but you have a plan set that you have to give at least 1 hour per day and at least 5 hours during the weekend. So that's how I slowly gained some skills and then started building upon it. I had made a target of 2 years that in 2 years I need to skill up, learn whatever skills I needed, do whatever projects I needed, and then started applying for jobs. So I used to go to the job portals, see what skills are required for those jobs. For example, I landed up on page of Paytm for data scientist, and I just looked up what all skills they required, and then accordingly I made a plan. Okay, these are skills I still need to work upon, and then work upon it. And then once I knew that now have a certain set of skills and certain expertise level, then I started applying for jobs. And ZS also came into picture when I came to know that GS also hires for data scientists, and then I also applied for that. So initially, my the applying to job process started back in February. I might have applied to more than 50 opportunities and got callbacks from not more than 10. And I gave the interviews, and slowly, I mean, few of them shortlisted me, but few of them didn't go ahead due to either they rejected me or either they didn't want to wait for the 3 months notice period. And then ZS happened. I applied for ZS as well and Infosys as well. So I had got shortlisted in both of them. So ZS offered me before Infosys, so I went up with that. ZS hires for data scientists at multiple levels. First of all, just clarifying that. So whether if you are a college student, be it in third year or fourth year, still you are graduating or you have graduated 2 years back, so you can join. The first level is the associate, so data science associate, and the second is associate consultant, third is consultant, and fourth is manager. So for the data science associate role, the ZS expects you to have a basic machine learning knowledge, be it internships, be it projects, be it some experience as a working graduate as well, be it 0 to 2 years. The interview process is just applying straight to their job portal, which is their careers page. So they directly shortlist all the resumes from there. So once you have applied your resume on the ZS website, they will come back to you if your resume is shortlisted. That's the first screening process. So once that is done, the first round is the machine learning challenge. They give a machine learning problem on Hacker Earth, which contains a data set and a machine learning problem. Like, and this is the data set, this is what the data contains, and this is what you need to predict. For this is the test data. So you need to download the data, do some analysis, all the machine learning steps on it, and then submit the predictions in a CSV file back on that Hacker Earth. So it's just like a Kaggle project. Second round is the technical discussion of that machine learning solution. So you need to prepare a presentation, a PPT, describing all the steps you took while solving that machine learning problem, from this first step, from data fetching to prediction. All the steps that you took, you explain to them, and then they ask you. And once that is done, that is also an elimination round. So the third and the final round is another technical round in which they can ask you anything. So you mostly it is based on resume. So you should be thorough with your resume, whichever skill you have put in, whichever project you have put in, and whichever experience or internship you have put in. Also, statistics is a lot, is a subject which is focused a lot in ZS interviews. So these were the 3 rounds. So once these 3 rounds are over, the next step is the final call. Profile building techniques, definitely it is very crucial, because the first step, as I had mentioned, that once you submit your application, the first thing that gets screened is a resume. So if your resume is not up to the mark, or if it doesn't stand out from the crowd, you might get rejected. And so the most important tip is to adding all the keywords that are mentioned in the job description. For example, if the job description mentions Python, SQL, pandas, or anything, you should be knowing those things, and that exact keyword should be present in your resume. And your resume should not only include all the skills, but the experience that you have written should tell what all you have done. I mean, it should be action-based things, like developed a machine learning project using this algorithm, implemented a algorithm using this data. So it should say that you have done those things and you have got some results. It should quantify your results. If you're at college, you can definitely, if you see there is a lot of buzz and hype around data science, many people are getting into it. And if you just see the trends of from 2017 to 2020, since these 3 years, the number of competition has increased by at least 4 to 5 times. So yes, to be able to be employable and to get a job, you need to have the skills that are still required in market. So the best thing that you can do to know that is to regularly go to the job descriptions of many job postings which are still getting posted. See what all companies are asking you, whether it is Python, whether it is SQL, whether it is R, or whether it is TensorFlow or Keras. So you just cannot sit and learn every other thing, but you need to know what all specific skill sets are being required from the industry, and focus on that. And also reading up on internet all the latest technologies. For example, recently GPT-3 got launched, but again, it is not like you need to know GPT-3. It's a very advanced thing, but what I suggest is you focus on the basic things. Stay focused to what all job descriptions are asking you, and learn that. And it still doesn't it's not going to change anytime soon. So once you have all these different skill sets of the stack of the data science, you will be good. Considering that the amount of courses and resources are available at the moment, if you search machine learning, you will get 10,000 results. So my suggestion would be just stick to one course, So the one course that everyone else suggests is the Endo-NG machine learning course on Coursera. So that's a very, very good and long course. So it's a 5-week course. Once you do that, you will definitely have the complete basic knowledge and hands-on knowledge as well. Apart from that, there is a book which is called Hands-on Machine Learning with TensorFlow. So that is a book which is from the Packet publication. So that book takes you from the beginner stage of machine learning to the advanced stage using hands-on as well. So that's another thing that you should follow. And once you have done these two minimum number of resources, you should also keep following blogs on Medium, which is towards data science. And there is another blog which is called Machine Learning Mastery by Jason Brownlee. So once you have these specific skill sets, you can go on to Kaggle. You make a profile on Kaggle, see what other people are doing, check out other people's kernels, check out their notebooks, what all they've done, and then also start doing your own. So in that way, you what all you have learned through these courses and books, then you apply on Kaggle. The 6-step strategy that I mention is the first thing is to have the right skills and the competencies. So the right skills being all the basic skills, Python, SQL, machine learning algorithms, or deep learning algorithms. So these are the skills, and the competencies also include the projects that you should do on Kaggle or any other hackathon that makes a skill set for you, that you have these competencies. The second thing is to make a great resume. So a great resume is not just a fancy resume with blue or green colors, but it should a great resume is when you have all the projects mentioned in a very good way. You have the all the points quantified, and everything should be structured easily clearly visible. The third thing is to have a resume which is targeted for a job. I mean, if you're applying for 10 jobs, the same resume won't be fit into all those 10 jobs, because every job might have a different requirement. Even if it is a data scientist, every job might require a different particular skill set. So you should carefully read what the job description asks you, and see what all keywords are mentioned in those job description. The fourth point is to planning a targeted job search, because just applying on job portals like LinkedIn and Naukri.com is not a good way. You should definitely do that, but also a more targeted way would be to make a list of 10 companies and then to connect with the people who are working there, and then ask for referrals, and also from WhatsApp groups and all those things. The fifth way would be utilizing LinkedIn for job opportunities. So utilizing LinkedIn by posting out content, by influencing other people, by reaching out to people and connecting with them. That is another great way. Sixth way would be to leveraging community and your connections. So there are a lot of communities for beginners and job search as well. So be it WhatsApp groups, be it Telegram channels, or Slack communities as well. So you can join those communities and be active on those platforms, because a lot of job postings get posted there, and you can definitely directly, get the email IDs of the HR or the recruiting managers and just reach out to them, because that will definitely make your job search way faster than just applying on Naukri or any other job portal.